Hey, hello, this is Maxer and welcome back to a Let's Play series of Lost Ark. I've been playing on the side with my main, actually the Berserker. We already have reached level 50. We already completed all the MSQs, side missions, purple missions, red missions, blue missions, all of it. Most of the tomes, but all of the Mokoko seats as well for all continents until Shoeshire. That's roughly 110 hours put into the Berserker alone. Plus, on the side, we're still doing the Shadowhunter just for the MSQ. Actually, speed it up just to get a feel of the character, but again, my main is going to be Berserker. I didn't actually record the MSQ on the process because it's already documented in the Russia server. So you can check my playlist and you can see everything there. But I decided to start the recording in the first awakening, which is after you finish Shoeshire, you get a purple quest, and here we are on Beatrice and trying to accept our first awakening mission, and that will put us into hang on a minute, let me see my volume. That will put us into there you go, it's more likely into our first ability that we don't have yet. So now we have that one, so we need to go to Lutera and start actually doing all this stuff. This is a multi-continent, and it's going to take us a while, but I'm going to record it just for viewers' enjoyment. So, and again, this is the first awakening, so it will throw us. Yeah, let me finish this up. This is kind of the Shoeshire kind of thing. Yeah, that's for Rohendel, which is the next kind of mission. We have two purples that I'm gonna probably pick it up now or later. I'm gonna hide this one because I know that's gonna go afterwards. We're gonna deliver that one. What the hell is that? Stern. I don't know. And what the hell is this? We have that one. Yeah, let's include these two purples as well. Just in case when we start rowing around actually continents, you never know actually that you might have an opportunity to conclude these ones. So 5 sheer. Okay, emotes, cheer. And as you can see here, actually we are at level 506, level 50. We have acquired all the thingies. We have some sort of engravings at the moment. Nothing fancy. No skins yet applied. Cards, basics, nothing major. So we haven't even started actually the ratings in order to get actually jumping into purple and keep doing the leveling. So it's just, I have been doing Chaos Dungeons and we're probably going to record some dailies as well. Why not? And I know that 600 is going to give us access to tier 2. So at the moment we have this, and we're fine actually to go to Rohendel, which is 460. We are 500 and keep leveling. keep doing the story and keep leveling. So I'm gonna probably do the awakening story, and then I'm gonna record a couple of dungeons and probably explain how I level. And that's it. And then move to Rochdale and continue to do positive. Positive. Do we have that one? Positive. It is a agree. That's something actually that doesn't align with this, and you can actually use, as you can see, negative. I can use kind of close enough and says deny, no, negative, and it pass. So stupidly as it sounds, that should be exactly the name of this. Otherwise, people will be confused. Especially if you don't speak English. So when we're not English speakers, we don't go to the synonymous actually classes. For us, basic English is fine. Should be alright. Alright, let's finish this. Let's go into tour mode and get our slider. Yeah, we have a few mounts now. And we are in endgame, but again, we haven't started it. So now we are moving. Let's move. We need to go to our boat, and there is another purple there. Jesus. Now we cannot leave. The game doesn't allow us to leave. Alright, what is it? Down. No, down. And the biggest trick of them all, gear has nothing to do with build. So gear is one component of the entire onion. And it doesn't make your build. So your build comes in the forms of engravings, gems, cards, etc. Accessories. Those are the things that are very, very tricky to align to whatever build are you building. The gear has nothing to do with that other than giving you access to another content actually. So the gear score is what gave you access, but not make you stronger, for example. So aligning the amount of points in the engraving is as difficult as the entire freaking game. It consider actually engravings, and it consider accessories in order to build this kind of scheme of things. Gems, that's another thing by itself, and cards, that's another thing by itself. Those three systems alone could duplicate your output. Easy. And that's the game. It has nothing to do with leveling. It's spending more time on trying to figure out what kind of build are you doing and taking the time to farm and source all the right components so you can succeed. I'm having a fine... Okay, where are we going? Sunbright, that's Lutera. That's the Isle. That's Stern. And that's Island. So we go to island first. Because we got that and that. Oh, let's do the awakening. So, okay, Sunbright Hill. So, another tip. Just put Bifrosts on every single port. In this case, instead of going with my boat or just calling to the guy who traveled between continents, I have a Lutera port set up here. And they reset actually in an hour, but they're super useful to start moving directly. And boom, we're Lutera. We save all the time and all the things. Though these are pretty handy. And also give you the ability to start sailing immediately if you are near something or whatever. So that's another trick. Just place markers in the most important ports and start moving them. It will cost you blue crystal to move them. But if you are, for example, in Lullaby Island, in order to get the Forest Minuet song, and for who doesn't know what I'm talking about, these two, you buy that in Payto, 16,000 pirate coins. And then you go into Lullaby Island and do 3 times with the space of 2 hours in order to retrieve this one. So instead of coming back every 2 hours, just put a Bifrost there, and then you, whatever you are in the game, you just recall yourself, and all of a sudden you're in the island. Easy. All right, let's do Awakening. This is what we're here for. 11 minutes and we haven't even started. All right, let's do this. And another one. Just make sure that you level your stronghold minimum up to level 15. And that takes time, so start earlier. As soon as you get it, start working in your research. You need lab 2 or lab 3 in order to get the things that are important in endgame. So yeah, you might need to spend some time there, but treat it as a daily. Go there, just queue some stuff, and then get out and continue doing your thing, like I do actually. As you can see, the best way of leveling I found is it's building these kind of things. Each one of these gave you 2500 or 2500 XP in the stronghold. So I queue a bunch of them. It takes 2 hours each, and when I come back, it's I don't know, 10,000, 20,000 XP in one go, plus the research. So keep queuing whatever you have there, because it's important, and it takes time. It took me 2 weeks actually to level that thingy. All right, that's the first part, and we haven't done anything yet. That's the first, and now we're going to the third actually. So we complete that one. Warrior Pride. Where is that? Warrior Pride. Catacombs. And this is there. Alright, let's go there. Lutera Castle. And there's so many tricks actually to not spend too much gold and don't get robbed as well. Most of the professional players are kind of stripping actually the new players of the gold by doing things. I'm not going to tell you what things, but because I'm doing it too. That's where your stronghold came handy. You need to start selling and selling. Produce and sell, and treat it as a once a day, and then get rich. So you can spend that gold into your characters, because it's gonna get expensive and expensive once we reach actually the tier 2 level. And I'm still believing that 5 to 10% of the player base are the ones who play PvP. Nobody else will touch it but those 5 to 10%. Then there is less than that, probably 2% of player who get to tier 3, or they're kind of hyped to go into high level rating. What do we need to do here? Song of Valor. And I'm saying that because you need comms, you need an established teams. It's not accessible for everybody. If you're not gear, you're not going to go near a raid because you're not going to get accepted. So yeah, it's kind of tier 3. I consider it forbidden for most. So most of the players, 95% of the players will never touch tier 3. And tier 3, I mean level 1200 gear score above. It takes too much time. People don't have time. Casual players are not interested because it's too complicated. They don't participate in teams. So if they are randos with established teams will not accept them because they're not geared, they not know the mechanics, they don't have comms, some they don't have mics, so forget about it. You're never going to play tier 3 high rates. Then you got the vast majority that are casual players. They're going to do islands, they're going to run around, they're going to try Chaos Dungeon here and there. Probably they're going to upgrade until, I don't know, 500, 600 the most. If they like it, the repetition, because probably people don't like repetition sometimes. And you're going to end up in around 600, then it's going to get difficult. And imagine I've been spending probably half of this time on level 50 alone, and I haven't been progressing half of the first level. And you want to go to 60, that's months away. If you have the endurance, you will survive. Otherwise, you will switch to another game. And then the composition of the demographic will shuffle again. The free-to-play guys who come in, come out, they don't care about anything else. They will leave. And all of a sudden is normal players and professional players now. And it's usually 90 to 5% the ratio. It happens in all the in Division 2, for example, Razorback, which is the first raid, has been completed as trophies for no more than 1.7% of the entire player base, and that is 3 years ago. So yeah, expect this one not be different. It's only a handful of players that can access those things, or they have the time to spend 24/7 leveling and building kind of your entire thing, or paying your way out. Most of the professional players pay for having what they have, and then compete at higher level. What they call compete, because games are just not for compete, just for enjoyment. So yeah, we have a letter to see. It's alright. Night, where are you? You're there. And this is the same thing. You get distracted very quickly in order to do side missions. They are important, don't get me wrong. So, do we have something to do here? Nope. Bye. All right, where are we? Oh, Jesus, really? And yes, we want to do the awakening. Oh, jeez. Yeah, we're trying. It's hoverboard. And why interrogate you? No. That's it. What else? You there. Yes, we did them all. You know how it looks like? Take a look at the map. More cocoa seeds. Done, 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 done. All of them. That's all the triports and all the side missions and everything. So it looks goldy. So we are ready for Rohendel now. Probably I'm gonna start videoing again in Rohendel. I didn't do that in Russia, so probably I'm gonna pick up I'm gonna finish Shoeshire with the Shadowhunter on camera, and then I'm gonna switch to Berserker from Rohendel onwards. Treat it as an end game kind of thing. So probably I'm going to post this on top of the playlist of the Shadowhunter, but now with Berserker at end game. So we can start actually recording Chaos Dungeons and Raids and Guardians. But I'm waiting for my guild actually to come. So as you can see on top of my character, the guild is called the Ninjabots, and everybody's welcome to join. The Discord is going to be in the bottom. You can go in and you can find me in Baltan, and all good. Happy days. All right, where do we go? There. Back to this guy. Let's continue the awakening. Oops. That way. Two more. Two more. Oh, really? We have to go in. Oh, it's probably halfway anyway, so let's go in. 130. That was too long ago. So you can see on top, 11 islands completed and 687 Mokoko seats out of 1,000 and something. All right, let's do this. Make a pledge. Where are these guys? Interesting. Where are these statues? That's interesting. A moon door. No. A moon door. That means that inside here is a moon something. Right? I'm skipping because we're here for the awakening, not for the dungeon. It's interesting that doesn't say actually. It doesn't show where it is. So we need to find it. That was short. One tap it. Yeah, but again, I don't need to do this, right? Yeah, but again, where is it? It's kind of a fine statue. Which we don't know where it is. Which is interesting by itself. Just because. That is so weird. So you go to the final part and we need to go to stage 2. So the first part, nothing, just power through it. And we're going to go into the second part. I think I know where they are now. These things, actually. These are the statues. And probably we're going to see them there. As you can see with number 2, that's where we're going. So it's roughly 70% into the dungeon. You need to go in, complete the first part, just speed it through. Don't do anything, don't focus on anything. If you have done the Mokoko seeds, just power through it. And now we're going into these second phase. And we're going to finish in those 2 actually, as you can see, or these 2 or those 2 statues there on the right, which where the number 2s are set. And then we complete actually the quest. So just power this. It's going to be 2 of these kind of giant seas, which bye-bye in 2 seconds. They're level 100, so no worries. And here we are. And this is the warrior's bow. When you need to do that. I should say actually in the last part that these 2 are in the next section. Otherwise you lose too much time. So that's done. So perform the Song of Valor in here. There you go. So you better have it. Speak with Cian. So we need to go back. We don't care about the... We can do it, but it's a waste of time. That's it. Yep. All good. We reset immediately. And now we're going to deliver. Probably the last one until our awakening skills is unlocked. I think this is the last one. F2 Trixian. Let's go to Beatrice. And she's going to give us probably the thingy. Speak with Beatrice. And there you go. That gave us the awakening. And you can see actually the letter B there. And as soon as I put this one, reach level and talk. Okay, cool. And that's pretty much check your inventory and consume that one. And what happened is now that we have a B with the awakening skills. And watch out, because each one of those things consumes chaos shards. So each time I press that button, 1 shard is going away. And it looks like this. And it has a cooldown of 4 minutes. So use it wisely, and I will see you in the next one. So cheers for now. Bye-bye.